Hey guys, welcome back to Seller Sessions. I'm sitting down with Augustus Kligis. Augustus is the promoter of the event. Do you want to give a little bit of background of the event itself?
Yes, so it's a European Seller Conference. It's the event happening for the first time. It's targeting Amazon sellers in Europe. It's happening in Prague, end of March 2019. We have 170 people, 21 speakers and panelists. So a lot of people from almost 40 different nationalities.
Yeah.
It's a big event where nobody is a majority, no nationality is a majority. If you go to UK, probably 80% UK people. If you go to Germany, 90%. But here it's, you can meet a lot of the world.
I mentioned this in an earlier, shorter podcast. I was speaking to the guys and was just saying to them, like, this is your second event. You went to an event and now you've put on your own conference. So explain to me, like I was explaining to the listeners, is that the level of detail in the event, I said about the awards and everything else, but explain to me what it feels like 3 or 4 weeks out from the event. Like, you're at 170 tickets, but obviously with a lot of events, people shop last minute, don't they? So you get there. How is you feeling leading up to your very first event? Didn't know what to expect. Didn't realise that at the beginning you sell the early birds, and there's a bit of a gap, and then everyone starts to buy at the end.
Yeah, so I'm a perfectionist. So a lot of things were planned a lot since August. We booked this venue in August, and we had a lot of details planned in the next months.
Yeah.
And all this, how to say? Yes, you mean if I had worry that it will be, let's say, profitable, or like if I have no loss?
It's just like, so you put on your first event, you sell a batch of them, but you've still got to break even. You know, everyone would like to make a profit on a business. You spend 7 months putting the event together. Talk me through the scary nights when, you know, it's like, well, I've done 50 tickets and then you're X amount of time away. But then, as I said to you, every event that I know is that you have the early birds and then there's a gap in the middle and then they all sell out at the end and then it's panic over generally.
Yeah, I had panic before I made break even. It happened maybe 3-4 weeks before the event. But I was trying to be very minimalistic. I have just 4 or 5 speakers to whom I paid something, accommodation or traveling or both. But most speakers are coming for free. So of course they are getting leads to their businesses because they are service providers. What else?
You're in it's a beautiful hotel. You've done a lot with laying on the food and the beverages, and there's meals and stuff. So it's not cheap to put on, is it? These events cost money and they take a lot of time and effort to put together for the fact of 2 to 3 days, isn't it?
Yeah, so to be honest, like 3 years ago, literally I was a website developer programming websites. So these numbers which I see now, when Eventbrite is transferring money for ticket sales, at the beginning they were like so huge. Now I got used to. I'm happy to go to the next level of accepting bigger amounts of maybe
deposits and
bigger events. I'm very excited. Like just literally 1 week ago, I got another great idea for a new event, which probably I will do this year. Besides other 2 ideas for the events which I already want to do this year.
So who have we got here speaking? So I was on this morning on panel tomorrow. We know Kevin King's here. He's doing the 3rd day, isn't he? As well as he's on a panel this evening. And what's that? Talk to me about that panel, because I couldn't quite get it from Steve. But
from the more known speakers, so yes, Kevin King, Simply VAT, it's a known company. CJ Rosenbaum, then some Max Hoffman, PPC company from Germany. Gelang, few Germans, few people from basically 7-8 countries are coming to speak. And the panels. So I had several people who wanted to come, let's say known people in the industry. They wanted to come to this event. So how I could accommodate when I don't have free spots left for the speakers, but I want them to come. So I just created a panel. I added extra hour in my schedule. And I had to come up with a panel topic, which I came up just like 2-3 weeks before the event. I was just collecting all the people.
Well, I think this is a good insight because there are lots of moving parts to doing events, and you have to adjust on the go. I think it's good for the listeners to understand what goes behind the scenes. Yeah. It can be rather stressful putting all these together, and things can change last moment, you know?
Yes, and actually literally like 2 days before the event, I had another inquiry from a big Amazon seller from Spain who was offering his to be a panelist or something, but at this time I didn't have any spots for what he can contribute.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's good learning that I have to keep free spots for bigger names who want to come when they discover your promotion of the event, for like semi-big speakers or experts who could maybe bring their friends also to your event and to put them on a panel. To put on a panel is very easy.
Yeah.
You can put 4 or 5 people and you can have many.
But the thing is, what happens is when someone buys a ticket and they see the panel and they see all those different people that they know, they may have heard them on podcasts and stuff, it does then start to add more value to the events. But I think what's interesting is people don't always see how they come together and why they come together, and we're kind of showing them some of the mechanics here, aren't we?
Sure, true.
Yeah. So we're on day 1. We've got another day to go, so I'll leave it there and I'll catch up with you towards the end of the event. But thanks for giving me some time.
Yeah, thank you, Tony.
All right, guys, thanks for joining in, and you'll see you again very, very soon. Take care.